Hello, my name is Hello Developer Dom and welcome to another tutorial. In this tutorial we're going to learn how to create a shooting cannon. So last time we added the cannon, we're able to pick it up and now we're going to make it shoot. So for this, first of all, we're going to create some ammo. So because we're using a cannon, we just need to create a sphere. So we're going to go over here, we're going to right click, 3D object and select sphere. Now let's move the sphere to the cannon so we can compare it by size. Go over here, place it next to the cannon, so we have to adjust the size. Okay, like this. Here we go. Now let's move. Okay, now we can adjust the size, so let's just click over here and let's just try 0.5. Okay. Now let's try to move it inside of the cannon. Okay, it's still a little bit big, so we're just gonna adjust it to 0.4. Okay, so this looks fine. Now let's right click over here, we're in the project window, right click over here and we're gonna create a material. We're gonna use this material to change the color of the bullet. So go under create and select material. Okay, now name it bullet and click on sphere and drag and drop it over here. Okay, as you can see, the material changed the bullet. Now select it and we're gonna change the color of it. We're gonna make it a little bit darker like this, and also we're gonna adjust smoothness like this, and also the metallic. Alright, this is gonna be fine. This is gonna be our cannon. Now we have a bullet. Now let's go back to the sphere. We're gonna name it cannon bullet. And over here we also have to add a rigid body. So we're gonna type rigid body. Now we have to freeze the x-axis and the z-axis. And also we have to uncheck use gravity over here. So now when you start the game, it's not gonna fall down. As you can see, it's in the air. So this is gonna be fine. Now we also have to create the script for it. So we're gonna add component and we're gonna create a new script. We're gonna name it cannon bullet. Okay, now let's open the script. Over here in the script, first of all, we have to make an int value for the speed of the cannon. We're gonna type public int speed and we're gonna set it to 1 by default. Now we also have to link the rigid body of the bullet, so we're gonna go over here and now we're gonna link it inside of the script. So last time we drag and dropped it inside of Unity. Now we're not gonna do this, we're just gonna type it over here. We're gonna type private rigid body and name it RB. So last time we used public over here, so we just drag and dropped it, but right now we're gonna link it inside of the script. Now we're gonna go into the start function. So start function is run only once when you start up the game. So over here we're gonna link the rigid body to the script. So we're gonna type RB equals, we're gonna type game object. Okay, now we're gonna type get component and we're gonna use this and type rigid body. And we also have to finish it by this. And this is it. So if you're using private to link the rigid body inside of the script, just have to type this line of code. Now we're going to go into the update functions. So update function is looping once per frame. So over here we're going to type rb.velocity equals transform.forward and multiply it by speed. Okay, this is it. This is all we need for the cannon bullet right now. Now we have to select the cannon bullet, and over here as you can see we have speed. We're going to change it to 30. This is all we need for the bullet. So now what we have to do is save this into the Unity. So what we're gonna do when we're gonna shoot, we're just gonna copy this, we're gonna clone this object. So always when you're gonna shoot, you're just gonna clone the bullet. So to do this, we're gonna drag and drop it over here in our project folder. As you can see, it's over here. And now we can delete it. Okay, so this is it. Now let's go back to our player and let's unhide the cannon that we created last time. So as you can see, the cannon is over here, that's prepared, and we're gonna uncheck it like this. And now we're gonna go inside of it, so we're gonna create another object over here, and we're gonna mark the spot where the bullets spawn. So let's just name the object spawn bullet point like this, and now we have to actually select where we want the bullets to spawn. So we're just gonna put this a little bit inside of the cannon like this. Now let's go back to the player, and we're gonna open the player control script. Over here we have to link the bullet that we just created, so we're gonna go over here. We're gonna type public game object. So over here we have to also name it. We're gonna type cannon bullet. This is it, and we also have to link the spawn point of the bullet. So public game object bullet spawn point like this. Okay, now let's save the script and let's go back to Unity. Now scroll down, and as you can see we have to link two objects, so cannon bullet and bullet spawn point. First of all, we're gonna link this, so just drag and drop it over here, spawn bullet point, and we also have to link this, so just gonna drag and drop it over here. Okay, I just want to double check the color over here. Okay, if you double click it, it's open. Okay, it's still the same color. Okay, this is good, and let's go back to the script. Okay, we linked everything. Now let's go back to the code, and now we actually have to make the script to shoot. So we're just gonna go over here, and under the space we're just gonna type a new if statement. Over here we're gonna type if input.get mouse button down. So this means when the player is gonna click with the right button, so to mark the right button we're gonna use another brackets, and we're gonna type 0. This means when the player clicks with the left mouse button, it's gonna run this code. So we type the conditional statement. So if this is true, it's gonna run the code inside of here. So if the left mouse button is pressed down, then it's gonna shoot. So to make it shoot, we're gonna type instantiate. So instantiate is used to clone the object. So over here, if you go above it, as you can see, it already says what we have to do. So we're gonna type object origin. So the object origin is cannon bullet, and we have to tell it the position where we want the object to spawn. So we're gonna type bullet spawn point. Now we also have to set the rotation of the bullets, so we're gonna use the spawn point rotation for that. So we're gonna type bullet spawn point dot transform dot rotation. And also we forgot that we actually linked the game object, so we have to also type dot transform dot position over here. So this is the object that we're spawning, this is where we want to spawn it, and this is the rotation of the object once we spawn it. Now let's save it, and so over here also we use down. So if you use get mouse button down, it's gonna shoot only once when you click down. So we have to click and release the key and click again to shoot twice. So if you want to shoot all the time, you just type get mouse button, but if you want to shoot only once when you press the button, then use get mouse button down. Alright, now let's save it, let's go back to Unity, and this is it. Let's press play. Okay, we actually forgot to hide it, so we're gonna hide the cannon. This is what we did last time. We created a script so we can actually pick up this cannon. So we're just gonna move over here. Okay, let's pick it up. Alright, now let's shoot. And as you can see, it's working. So when you click, the player is shooting. So if you go into the hierarchy view, over here we have all the bullets that we created. So it's a clone of the cannon bullet that we created previously. Because there are so many objects right now, and if you continue to shoot, the game is gonna start lagging. So to fix this, we're gonna stop the game and we're gonna go back to the cannon bullet script, and over here after time we want to destroy the object. So we're gonna type destroy and use again the lower capital game object. This means that we're destroying the cannon bullet, and over here we can also type the delay. So we're gonna set the delay to 2 seconds. Okay, now let's save it. So after 2 seconds, the bullets are gonna be destroyed to prevent the game from lagging. Okay, now let's play. Let's go back. And okay. I'll stop, and as you can see, after 2 seconds, everything gets deleted. Alright, so let's stop the game, and if you want to speed up the cannon, you can go over here, just click over here, scroll down, and you can set it to, let's say, 75. Okay, now let's go back into game. Okay. Here we go. Let's pick it up. Now let's shoot. And as you can see, it's much faster. We're also gonna create a wall right now. So let's see what happens. So just right click over here, select 3D objects and cube. We're just gonna place it over here and move it up a little bit. Okay, so it's actually over there. Like this, and let's scale it up a little bit and let's set this to 10. And also change the height to 5. Now let's move it like this and let's play the game. Okay, let's also adjust it. Okay, press play. And click. Okay, as you can see, it's working. Okay, so right now we have some rotation problems, so to fix this, as you can just click over here and we're gonna go under rigid body and we're gonna freeze the Y rotation. So let's see what's gonna happen now. Alright, this is fine. So the bullets get stuck on the wall. Alright, so also we have a problem. So if the cannon is not picked up and if we click, we can also shoot. So to prevent this, just go back to the script. We're gonna go into the player control script. And we want to check if the player has the cannon equipped. So we're gonna type over here if, and we have to check the name of it, weapon cannon. If weapon cannon is active, if weapon cannon dot active equals true. So if the player has picked up the cannon, then we're going to shoot. So now if we haven't yet picked up the cannon or if it's not equipped, we're not going to be able to shoot. So let's try to shoot. We're not able to shoot, and let's pick up the cannon, and now it's working. Okay, cool. Alright, so now we're gonna also change the script if we want to make it so if the player holds down the left mouse button, it's gonna continue to shoot. So to do that, we're gonna go back to the player script. We're gonna scroll up and we're gonna go over here. And what we're gonna do right now is create a delay. Okay, let's try out first of all without the delay. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. It's gonna be too many bullets, and after a while the game is gonna start lagging because there's no delay. So as you can see, we have to fix this. This is way too much, so we're gonna create a delay over there. Okay, let's try it out. So let's go back to the script to create the delay. To create a delay, let's go over here. We're gonna type private float delay, and now we're gonna go into the update function, and if delay is bigger than 0, then we want to count down. So delay equals delay minus time dot delta time. So this is gonna count down in real time. Alright, so now we have to also set the delay over here. So first of all, we're gonna check the delay. So we're gonna type if delay is bigger than 0. Then we don't want to shoot, but if the delay is lower than 0 or equals 0, then we want to shoot. So we're gonna paste this over here, and over here we also have to set the delay. So we're gonna type delay, we're gonna set it to 0.1. And we also have to type F at the end, so because this is a float value. So right now it's gonna shoot 10 cannons per second. So let's try it out. Let's go back to the game and press play. And now we're gonna be able to hold the left mouse button down. It's gonna continue to shoot 10 cannons per second. Alright. We can also slow it down. Let's say 0.3. So right now it's gonna shoot 3 cannons per second. Let's try it out. Okay. But I want to actually make it faster, so we're gonna type 0.5. So this is gonna be fine. Now let's save, and now it's gonna shoot 20 cannons per second. Alright, this is gonna be fine. Alright, so we just created a shooting script. Thank you so much for watching. If this helped you, please leave a like on the video. In the next tutorial, we're gonna import a character and create some animations. So if you're interested in that, please subscribe to the channel, and thank you so much for watching. I would also like to thank all the Patreon supporters. Thank you for supporting the channel, and I will see you in the next video.